Hey, what's up, homies? Welcome back to the Homeys Real Estate Podcast. This is your host, Anthony.
I'm Angel.
And I'm a realtor.
I'm a lender.
And hopefully together we can give you a pretty good idea of what's happening right now in the Orange County real estate market. It's insane right now. We got a good podcast for you. So what we're going to do is go into speed round, just quickly recap it. So I'm going to jump into the median sales price. It jumped up from January 2021 at $786,500 to $825,000. That's about a $40,000 increase. That's a pretty big increase. It's up 10.7% year over year. Let's look at closed volume. It increased from about 4.9 billion or 4.5 billion to 5.1 billion. That's a lot. That's up 31.5% year over year. Let's look at active listings. It increased from about 3,500 to about 4,200. That's still down 23.8% year over year. Median days on market, it decreased. In January, we're looking at about 12. Now we're looking at 9 days on market. So from the day a home hits the market to the day it hits escrow, it's taking about 9 days. That's just 1 week essentially. In comparison, 6 years ago or 5 years ago in 2016, we're looking at 58 days on market. So homes are selling faster than they have ever sold before. At least what I'm looking at right here at this data, this is the lowest. This is the first time it ever went below 10 days on market. So really, really important for you buyers to make sure you're pre-qualified, have everything ready and locked and loaded so that when you see your home, you make an offer immediately, a very strong offer. Let's look at month supply. Inventory month supply, it did increase. Good news for buyers. It was 1.4 last month. This month, 1.7. So inventory month supply. If there was no more homes listed in Orange County, how long will it take for the current inventory to be sold? It will take about 1.7 months. So this is pretty much it, high level of what's going on with the Orange County real estate market. Hey, Angel, what caught your eye?
Kind of like I mentioned in the LA County market update, was the median sales price. I thought LA's was high, which was at 26,000, and then Orange County's at 40,000 in 1 month. That's crazy, $40,000. That means if you bought your home in January and sold today in February, you made $40,000.
In theory,
yeah,
right?
In theory. Yeah. I mean, there's fees and all that stuff, but that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
And then again, the good thing is, as you said, supply is increasing, so that's a good sign for you buyers. Hopefully, will somewhat loosen the competition or lessen, I should say, the competition.
Absolutely. So to give you a comparison of what the median sales price was just 5 years ago. So in February 2021, like we mentioned earlier, $825,000. In February of 2016, $585,000. So we're talking roughly, how many I would say, about $250,000 increase from 585 to 825, more or less.
Yeah.
So that's a tremendous amount of equity people have earned if they had purchased, in 2016 until now. Crazy. And I like what you had mentioned in the in the Los Angeles County podcast. And something about your buyers always saying, hey, I purchased at the right time. I got at the right time. I want you to recap that real quick here.
So I always hear people say, oh, I'm going to wait to buy. And then they come back a year later and they're like, oh my goodness, I should have bought last year. And then the people who did buy last year are saying, I bought at the right time, just because they see how much homes have been increasing and appreciating, right? But the truth is, you just have to take that leap of faith, purchase your home. Again, if you feel comfortable with your monthly payment, there shouldn't be a reason why you don't purchase your home. You should take advantage of it. And then, as you can see, within a year, how much equity people have gained already, it's insane. So there isn't a right time. The right time is it's all in your head, right? Just be comfortable with that monthly payment and you should be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love what you said right there, that example that, some buyers, they finally make that leap of faith, right? And they purchase their home. They're like, yes, I got in at the right time. And it's not necessarily that they got in at the right time. It's more so that they made that leap of faith, right? Because let's just say you made that leap of faith just last month. The home prices on median did increase $40,000. So
It's crazy. It's insane.
is it that you got in at the right time just last month, right? Or let's just say you purchased this month and the median sales price is $825. What is it going to be next month, right? It's not necessarily that you got in at the right time. It's more that you made the move finally, right? And now you're going to start to reap some of those appreciation and equity benefits. So I quickly want to touch on the active listings, Angel. So active listings is going up, right? That's good news for buyers. The more homes on the market, the greater the selection, the less competition for each home. So it really helps out, and hopefully it kind of stabilizes prices a little bit. But again, we have 23.8% less listings than we did at 1 year ago, and we have more buyers now than we did have 1 year ago. So the competition is really tough to get these homes. So that's why if you are going to look at homes, you want to make sure that you're prepared. You want to make sure that you have your proof of funds ready. You have your pre-approval letter ready. You have gotten your credit score run and make sure that you don't have any debts that are unaccounted for.
Your DU is approved.
Exactly. And you want to make sure that when you do put in an offer, know that a lot of people are also going to put in an offer for the home. So you really got to go in with your highest and best immediately. If you're lucky enough, you'll get a counter. And then once you get a counter, it's up to you to negotiate, what you think is the best terms, right? But inventory is going up. That's a good news for buyers, okay? Month supply is going up as well. Good news for buyers. Median days on market, like I mentioned earlier, it's only 9. So 1 year ago in February, we're looking at 21. So it's already a huge decrease in median days on market for homes in Orange County. So this is why we're emphasizing to be prepared, put in their strongest offer immediately.
And one thing I want to say is, for example, if it's 9 days on the market, realistically, for people to look at it, it's only going to be on the market for like 3-4 days. So
yeah,
it's the other 3 to 4 days is negotiating with the seller. The seller choosing based on the offers submitted, which one they want to take, all that stuff. So you really only have like 3 to 4 days to look at the property before it's off the market and you can't even submit an offer anymore.
Absolutely, yeah. So and that's a good point, Angel. We didn't touch on that in the Los Angeles County podcast, but yeah, when the home hits the market, it really has like 4 days, right? Like right after the weekend, they're gonna be reviewing offers. So yes, they can accept some offers, but chances are that counters are already out by then. So it's really tough to compete with counters just because they're already negotiating not just price at this point, they're negotiating terms as well. So it's kind of hard to come in last minute and try to put in an offer and snatch it from one of those counter offers. So yes, make sure that you're not just prepared, but you're actively looking at the home search. And if you really see a home that you want to see, contact your realtor as soon as possible and they'll organize that showing for you. And these showings are really tough for us realtors to organize right now just because there's a lot of competition for them. So that's why it's important that you notify us as soon as possible. And we have, your proof of funds and pre-approval letter ready just in case the realtor that's listing a property is asking for it. So I want to touch on this real quick. I want to give some buyers some advice here in Orange County because Orange County is a little bit more tough right now than Los Angeles County, right? The median sales price increased about $40,000 since last month. The median days on market is now under 10 days on market for the first time, I believe, ever. The month supply is only 1.7. So here's some advice for you buyers. And this is how I got one of my clients into escrow just last week, right? And I always emphasize this in my video. I say, look for homes when no one is looking for homes. When is no one looking for homes? Early on weekdays. So Monday and Tuesday, if a home hits the market, then you want to put in an offer as soon as possible. Make it a very strong offer. Just know it's probably going to go over asking price. So just put in that strong offer and get yourself into escrow. But make sure that you're aware of you're aware of what the payment is going to be, because at the end of the day, it's all about a comfortable monthly payment. So the reason I say look at the beginning of the beginning of the week, is because you can put a strong offer, put a deadline. Hey, you need to respond to this offer by Thursday, the latest, right? So as a seller, I'm like, I already got what I'm looking for and some. Should I wait until the weekend and deal with this, circus that's going to happen with all these people trying to look at my property, or should I just take this buyer's offer and open up escrow Friday, so that everyone wins and we can close escrow even sooner, because I don't have to wait now until negotiations and the middle of next week, right? So you want to put in a strong offer by Thursday, or strong offer as soon as possible. Deadline it Thursday. Hopefully Friday you open escrow, and then everyone gets to celebrate for the weekend. Another tip is to look for homes on holiday weekends. A lot of the holiday weekends already passed us by, but I know St. Patrick's Day is coming around the corner. Easter is coming around the corner. So these are holidays that typically buyers don't like to look at properties. Mm-hmm. So if you look at properties those weekends, less competition, a better opportunity to get into the home. Another thing is to look for homes that no one else is looking at. So I know I say this a lot, and it's actually kind of tough right now just because everyone's taking any home they can possibly get. But if you see homes that have been sitting on the market for at least 30 days, those homes already lost their buzz. There's probably something wrong with the home, right? So these are homes that you can probably get under asking price. You put in the physical labor, or you hire contractors or whatever it would be once you close escrow on the property, and you fix it the way you want it to be. As soon as you fix it the way you want it to be, you now have equity immediately because it's fixed up. You now have a home that's tailored to what you're looking for, and you don't have to be looking for homes months on end, just because the market is so competitive. So you're probably going to want, in this situation, to look for a home that's in a really good area. That's probably the most important thing, right? Just as long as the home's in a really good area and it has good foundation and good structure, that's fine with me. I'm going to fix it up the way I want it. That way I don't have to really deal with looking at homes for weeks and months on end, because this market is very, very competitive right now. So Angel, what do you think is going to happen next month and for the rest of the year moving forward? Do you think home prices are going to continue to go up, go down?
I foresee homes to go up. I do, again, there's just so little inventory compared to so many buyers. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, reiterating what I said in the LA County podcast, interest rates are going up little by little as the pandemic calms down and everything slowly goes back to normal. We should see rates slowly increase, right? So that means that there's less competition. So for example, if you're looking at a home in in Orange County for $750,000, that's what you qualify for today, and by July it goes up to $800,000 because just how much homes are appreciating. And then also interest rates go up. You're not going to qualify for $750 anymore. You're going to qualify for probably $720, $730. So it's gonna, I think, force homes to not appreciate as quickly, and it's gonna make competition slow down as well.
Gotcha. Yeah. So as we mentioned in previous videos, when interest rates go up, purchasing power goes down, and vice versa, right? So if interest rates slowly start to climb back up, people are going to get pre-qualified for less, and then it's going to drop down everyone's purchasing power, so the price of homes shouldn't be as high. Mm-hmm. Again, when looking at homes, don't necessarily focus so much on the price of the home or the interest rate. Focus more on how comfortable is a monthly payment for you. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. One thing to note here is that a sales price in Los Angeles County is really aggressive. Orange County, both counties, but we're talking about Orange County here, is really aggressive, right? So like I mentioned earlier, it's about a $250,000 price jump from 2016 to 2021. For a lot of buyers, it's really tough to put 20% down on an $825,000 home. So you're going to be going, FHA 3.5% down, maybe conventional 5% down. I don't want you to be too afraid of that. As long as the payment is comfortable for you, I know it's going to be a little bit expensive because you have to pay for the mortgage insurance and so forth. But remember, homes are appreciating really quickly here. if they continue at this pace that they've been on for the last 5 to 10 years, in 2 years, you're going to have the equity and the principal pay down to remove mortgage insurance. That's going to make your payment about $500-$600 more affordable month after month. So if you want to really purchase a home, you want to make sure that the payment is comfortable. And even if it's a little bit tight of a budget, just know, hey, in 2 years, if the market continues at this pace, I can remove mortgage insurance, right? So just plan for 2 years of, okay, I got to be very, very tight on my budget until I get this 20% equity. And then I can contact Angel or my lender to remove that mortgage insurance for me and make my payment a lot more affordable. So something to keep in mind, that you can also use this explosive, appreciation to your advantage if you're a buyer.
Definitely. That is money right there, what Anthony just said. Again, guys, be comfortable with that payment. Let the market do what it's doing, and you will in no time be able to get rid of that mortgage insurance.
Absolutely. So quickly, my projections for the real estate market moving forward. I think because of the seasonality of real estate, we know that the winter is the slowest, spring gets a little bit hotter. By the beginning of summer, it's peaking, like it's at the hottest it's ever been, right, for the year. So home prices are probably going to go up in March, my projections. Inventory is also going to go up in March, my projections. Median days on market right now, it's sitting at 9 days. I think it's probably going to go up a little bit to around 10, maybe 11 days. 9 days is already really, really little, so there's not much faster homes can sell than 9, right? It's pretty much going to bottom out there. So yeah, I think that prices are going to continue to trend upwards. Right now, we're looking at 10.7% year over year. I think that we're probably going to have closer to 8-9% appreciation for the rest of the year for Orange County. So you're going to see this 10.7% year over year be closer to probably closer to like 9-8% year over year moving forward, which is really strong appreciation nonetheless. Anytime you can get any appreciation even higher than 6%, that's really strong. A lot of experts like to use a basis of 3.5% appreciation for national, but Los Angeles, Orange County, as you guys know, is like no other, right? Everyone wants to live here, so there's only limited real estate. That's why I heard this quote one time, and I just want to quickly say it. There's no better investment than real estate because you can't create more of it, right? Like there's only a limited amount of real estate for us. So that's why, especially here in Los Angeles County, there's only a limited amount of space here. So if everyone wants to move here, it's going to continue to appreciate really quickly.
Supply and demand.
Exactly, right? So, with that said, there's nothing more I want to really recap. Any last words for the homies out here?
Like I said in the LA County podcast, I say almost every podcast, anybody thinking of buying, go see a lender, get pre-approved, and run the numbers, see where you're at right now. And if you really want to make that next step, it's important to have that pre-approval ready so you could jump on that home that the home of your dreams. Absolutely. Sellers, there's no better time to sell than now. They're selling for record prices and at faster than ever paces as well. Buyers, don't be intimidated by this real estate market and don't be deterred. I know it's tough right now, but as long as you can get into your home and the payment is comfortable, that's okay, right? And then let the appreciation work for you, and then remove the mortgage insurance if you're taking that route. If you're going 20% down, then you should have a lot more affordable payment. Just know that you're gonna have to put very strong offers right now, and be willing to be flexible to the seller's terms, but that's okay. That's okay. That's the way the market is. Keep your head up. You're going to get your home, I promise. All right, all. I want to wish you all the best. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you, guys. Hey, homies. It's Anthony. This podcast contains my opinions and is for educational purposes only. It does not guarantee any projections and should not serve as a basis for any purchase or sale in real estate.